This is the Riot Squadcast, a supporter-driven show dedicated to LA Galaxy news, information, and opinions. Here's your hosts, Ed Rodriguez and Chris Zero Cool Tucker.
Welcome to the Riot Squadcast. My name is Ed Rodriguez, and we are here live on a fine Tuesday night. We are social distancing, safely practicing our distancing. I'm here with the man of my heart, Chris Zero Cool Tucker. How's it going, buddy?
Remember to turn my mute button off. I'm doing well, sir. How are you doing?
I am doing all right. Just here in my house, still getting used to the setup of doing our recordings over Zoom and live on youtube.com/Riot Squadcast. Boom.
COVID
we actually got better mics now, though. Producer Ben has set us up at our homes with good mics and mixing boards and
state of the art.
We're here, and we are loud and proud, baby.
Spared no expense.
And
if you want to know where your Patreon shekels go to helping us have the ability to quote unquote work from home, that sound good? Nice little, you get that commercial out of the way.
Exactly. But speaking of the man, we are joined. This is the man who's keeping it all together, who's gracing us with his technology. And you all, blessing you all.
Compressors, keeping this ship afloat.
Blessing you all with our sweet, sweet voices. That is Producer Ben. Producer Ben, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. Ed, can you remind them to like and share?
I think you just did.
All right. Well, if you're listening, like and share.
Like I said, we are live on youtube.com/Riot Squadcast, or you can watch us on facebook.com/Riot Squadcast, or twitter.com/Riot Squadcast. We are live on all those platforms. The one you want to go to is the youtube.com. That's where the chat is fire. It's lit every Tuesday night. I said that right? Lit. That's what the kids say still.
Lit or fire, some form of that. Yeah, I think.
Well, it's usually emojis anyway, so it's not really words.
I'm too old to understand it. That's all I know.
It's all hieroglyphics.
I'm sure I can find like a translator that would explain how my children talk, but I haven't found it yet. It's got to be like a Rosetta Stone teenager.
Or it's usually just type Google like emoji to English translator.
Every time I get a text from them, I just throw my phone against the wall and say I didn't get it. I'm like, I don't know what happened. Daddy's screen is broken again. I can't read. Read whatever Twitter's message you sent me. I don't know.
This is like his sixth phone in the last week, man. And it's only Tuesday.
You gotta get that insurance plan.
Yeah,
you gotta get the insurance.
Nah, I live dangerously, man. I don't do that insurance stuff.
I can tell you, having sold phones for 2 years, insurance is a scam. 100% it's a scam. Every person who has ever sold you a phone that sells you on insurance is completely aware of the fact that it's a scam. Like the cost to go to like a third party place to fix your screen, basically the same cost as a deductible for a new refurbished phone, not a brand new phone. So yeah, it's a scam. 100%. You're doing well, Ed. You got that. It's that business. It's that business school you're doing.
Oh yeah, that's what it is, baby.
You're seeing the holes. You're seeing where to work. I like it.
Oh yeah, that's how it is, man. It is the day after the holy day for our good friend Chris Tucker. I did have a question though, man.
It is technically still the holy day, but yes.
The holy weekend.
Well, we can get into that a little bit, but yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, what is your like ideal 420?
Wait a second. Before he gets into that, I'll have you know, I talked to Tuck on 420.
Oh, he's getting ready to okay boomer me.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention 420. I forgot to mention 420. And Tuck, yeah. when we finally do connect, like I left him first of all, I left him a voicemail, which I learned is a mistake. You don't leave Tucker a voicemail.
So he finally gets me on the phone, and I'm like, he goes, "Yeah, I left you a voicemail," and I was like, "Oh, cool. I'll delete it in 6 weeks." I'm never gonna listen to it, but at some point I'll delete 90 of them in a row, and you'll be in there.
So I forget to mention, hey, it's happy 420, and the only thing I get is, you know what, I forgive you.
I forgive you for forgetting.
Yes, his work is. Hey, I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
You know.
I wish Ben Merry Christmas because I know he's down with Jesus. My Jewish brothers and sisters, Happy Hanukkah, and Passover, and whatever else y'all got. I respect your chosen faith. Respect mine. That's all I'm saying.
I think like I like to think that
where's my card?
That the stoner that is like listening halfway through this episode and is like, wait, what day is it?
He's like, oh, again? Yes.
I thought it was April. It's like I thought it was April.
You were saying, sir.
Your ideal 420.
I mean, they're all pretty ideal for me. This year was kind of stressful in the morning because Damien in school and the kids are home and all the craziness. But
I'm talking like you get to sit down. Like, do you like you're like this is like your perfect day, like a perfect 420 for you? What would it be?
If it's completely idyllic perfect, I would wake up hopefully at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. For me, that's just insane.
I'm about to say, dude.
Damien slept till 8:15 the other day, and I wanted to buy him a house. Like I loved him so much. But I would get to sleep into like a nice 8:30, 9 o'clock. Erica would be here and she would make biscuits and gravy, which is my favorite breakfast.
Ooh, yeah.
I would already, I would have already partaked. Like it would have been the first thing in the morning, like wake up, eyes are open. It's ready for me. I just got to like literally roll over, which, I'm not going to lie. This is pretty much what Father's Day is like for me. Because Erica does very well with the holidays. So it's basically what Father's Day is like for me.
So are you like, you're like big spooning like the bowl that's next to you?
Well, I'm being little spooned by Erica. If we're doing a completely perfect scenario, I've been little spooned the night before, and then I'm waking up and I roll over to my I haven't named it, but like my
the manly version of when a woman is the big spoon is called jetpacking.
I don't. Well, that's good.
She's like a little jetpack.
Is that what is Denise your jetpack?
Denise is or like Yoda. You can do it's Yoda-ing.
Okay. Yeah, like a nice nice wake and bake and then a nice breakfast, and then just kind of hanging out with the kids and playing like hockey with Jonas. Like a nice burn on play hockey with Jonas is great, and then settle in for a solid like 15 hours of Destiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what game would it be that it's like? I was like thinking maybe Final Fantasy just came out.
Bro, I love Final Fantasy VII, the remake. It's everything I wanted that remake to be, and it's so rare that you get what you want in like something highly anticipated. I've waited 20 something years for this game. It's exactly what I wanted it to be as far as the gameplay. But man, Destiny, like you get to a certain place, you smoke a little bit, and you get to a certain place in the realm of Destiny, and it's you can lose days in that game. By the way, if anybody plays Destiny on PlayStation 4 and is trying to get in your boys' fire team, let me know.
Yo, I bought that game and I played like twice.
Well, that's a mistake you're making.
Well,
let's heal this rift.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's defend the tower, Ed.
All right.
It's me. Hey, I got you. I'm gonna tank you through the whole game.
So, apparently, I taught Denise a term that she's never heard of before.
Mm-hmm.
The term "gay for pay."
She's never heard of that phrase?
She's never heard of that. So I was trying to figure out something to do like during this quarantine.
In the camera right now, as if he's got a story to tell, but we'll leave.
No, I'm like, I'm with Denise. You gotta have to explain it to me, Ed.
Come on.
It's you've never heard that, dude? Really? Come on.
Stop.
Yeah,
stop.
Like
hang on.
We're on video, Tucker. Tucker, come on.
Hang on 1 second. Ben, come on, man.
We can see your face. You know that, right?
You're trying to sell, but even if you couldn't. Like any person that's just listening to the audio knows Ben's selling. He's selling something real hard, unnecessarily. Like he could just be like, "Yeah, I know about it,
dude.
I've heard it before."
Come on, man. I just want to hear Ed explain it.
You're going.
No, so there's
direction. It's not
there's a game on PlayStation that like it's called like Jack's Party Box or something like that.
Jackbox Party Pack.
Yeah, whatever.
I got teenagers, man. I know this stuff.
There's one pack in that game that it's like TKO'd, so it's like you create t-shirts, so like it'll tell you draw a picture and then type a phrase in, and so the one shirt that I made it just said "gay for pay," and the slogan was what was it it is too blessed to be stressed.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be pretty
Thank you, baby.
out.
Denise gave me that. She remembered it.
Hi, Denise. We miss you.
But then she didn't realize what it was, and I'm like busting out laughing and just having a. She's.
How long have you guys
I can't. Well, I can't tell. I can't say that.
How long have you guys been together?
It'll be 8 years in 2 months.
I'm certain I've used that phrase to Erica in the last like 4 months. I probably used it in the last 4 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what we were talking about. It could have been any number of things.
Yeah, no, it's just like out of nowhere. I'm like just thinking of some random stuff, and that just came to my mind, and I'm just busting out laughing. And like Denise is just like,
she's like, "What is that?" You're like, "Jetpacking."
Jetpacking. It's a Yoda-ing.
No, I had a. If I may speak about my day, like I had a great holiday. I got to, I had a lot of work to do. I had a lot of homework to do. It's getting to that like middle of the semester grind, where it's kind of, there's just always something to do. But then at about 6:30, I got to I played Destiny till about midnight and just took off. It was solid. Just like got stuck into gaming for a solid couple hours, and it's beautiful. I love it. I wish it's it's happening all month, right?
What is
420?
It's all month.
It's all month,
just because it's the quarantine.
Because it's 2020. All of April 20th is 420. Yeah, so it's the whole month is a celebration.
That makes weed sense.
Like what if you're going to be quarantined? What a lovely time.
This is the perfect time to be a stoner and like quarantined, and then especially if you're still being paid, like it's got to be the best time.
Our buddy Josh is on like paid furlough from his job for 90 days until this thing blows over. He does like a like audio for events. He's on furlough for 90 days paid, and he's stuck at home. And he just discovered, like, he just got into video games. He just bought a PlayStation 4, his first system he bought in maybe 15 years. Stuck at home for 3 months as a single man, rediscovering video games.
It's a lot of Final Fantasy and playing with yourself.
Yeah,
that's living the dream right there, man.
Ben, you're supposed to have an image so it stops swapping between the three of us. That's why I keep looking at it. You told me to look into the microphone, but I keep getting my attention drawn away by Ed's face.
You need to change your view.
Yeah, change your view to gallery mode.
Yeah,
gallery mode. Okay, hang on, listeners. I'll be right back.
We're letting you all in on the Zoom the Zoom call we're having right now.
Well, now I'm in speaker view. Now I just see all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. Yeah. Well, speaker view should give you.
I used to have one ugly face. Now I got 3 ugly faces on here.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah, well,
it's not better.
It's not better. It's reality.
It's hurtful though, man. It is hurtful.
Well, truth, man. That truth hurts. Truth stings sometimes.
Anyways, all right, guys, you want to get into the show? Oh, look at them guns.
I gotta.
Bro, I'm down. You ready? Your boy is down 9 pounds since the quarantine started.
Hey, what up?
Arf.
I haven't had soda in over a week now.
I had soda today. Arf.
Oh wait, that's a lie. I did have a soda today too. Fuck. Terrible. Damn it.
Fatty.
I know.
Denise is in the background going, "You had a soda today?"
I know. She was about to. That's why I wanted to get in front of it.
Are you guys together all day?
Yeah, but she's still working. So during the day, like I'll do homework and she's doing her work for both her church and her day job.
You guys like knock it out more often? You like go for it?
I'm not sure what to talk about that on the podcast. No, she's definitely hearing what I'm saying. It's thin walls,
she doesn't know the question you're answering.
She's
not going to listen to the show.
I think
How do you not just answer yes?
Yeah. He visibly look at him, Duck. He's like visible. You can see him sweating.
He's not allowed to lie.
Not just because I'm fat, dude. I just sweat. I sweat when I brush my teeth and when I wake up in the morning. It's just that's what it is.
Like somehow she's gonna know. He's gonna be like, hell yeah, and then she's just gonna throw something at him.
I know. It's the magic, dude.
Hey man, they got powers. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just feel like I would be. I had a house full of people, but if we were solo dolo and we were quarantined, oh my lord.
But it's not that where it's just me and Denise, though. That's just me and her. It's me, her, and then her mom's in the room next to us.
Oh, Bro, come on, please stop. This is a family show. Slow down. Let's not get too crazy.
That's nasty.
I feel like I've seen this movie.
Have you definitely seen it on the different sites that you go incognito for?
Premiums.
All right, let's start with the show, Ben. What do you think?
It's like, even though we're not in the same room, man, it's the exact same. I love it.
That's how we do it, baby.
It works.
All right, so first on our docket, we want to talk about. Let's talk about the recent sad news. I don't know if you want to. I don't know, Chris. You. I don't know how you feel about this, but the company that was making the retro jerseys, the Retros y Rareras, has officially been sent like a cease and desist. So they are no longer making Galaxy jerseys.
No longer in the market, yeah.
I think there are avenues you can get them right now because they're trying to sell their stock, eBay. But yeah, you can go find those.
Yeah, they're all over eBay. Like, you can find almost every one of them you're looking for on eBay right now if you really want one.
And then make sure they're not trying to upsell you by as in saying it's like a throwback original jersey.
Happen a lot.
Yeah,
I see that a lot. Yeah.
But if you guys
go ahead.
Sorry. If any of you guys want to call in and participate, we do have the phone lines open. So if you want to call and give us any of your opinions or questions or anything like that, give us a call 562-641-5277. That's 562-641-5277.
So even if you're bored, and you're just stuck in quarantine, you want to say, hey, give a shout out.
We know most of y'all ain't got shit to do tomorrow.
If you're a single person who needs someone to talk, needs a human voice, someone who cares, call Ben. He will speak to you.
Nice, yeah, right?
Only live on the show.
Do not call my house.
Do not call me once the show ends.
He has a BB gun, so be aware. He kills possums with it.
That's actually true. You murdered at least one possum while we were there, right?
Yeah. And that was actually with the machete.
He sent it to Possum Valhalla.
With a machete?
Yeah, it was with a machete.
Bro, you're like one of those pirates.
Oh, bro, Peter's gonna come after you now, man. Our show's gonna be canceled again.
Did you post them? Did you say the number to call in if they wanted to call?
Yeah, I can give it again if you want.
Go for it.
562-641-5277. 562-641-5277.
All right, good. Just double checking.
It's also up on the screen.
You think it's on the screen? I was wrong or what?
You know what I'm enjoying? Can I say something? You know what I'm enjoying about this podcasting from home, this Zoom thing? I can listen to music and you guys can't even hear it.
That is true.
I got Whitney Houston cranking on right now. I got some nice 90s R&B going.
No.
I don't know if that recorded. I really hope it did.
He cut out there for a second, which made me
sad. Man.
Hit it one more time, Ed. You got it.
Excuse me. And I will always love you. Ooh.
You guys can't see, but he did the Christina Aguilera like hand behind his ear thing. Very well done, sir.
You're welcome. So that's all for your pleasures, and I'll put up my SoundCloud and my fans only account so you guys can chip in to my funds.
That OnlyFans, Ed.
OnlyFans, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, we got to talk about the Galaxy at some point.
Yeah, so the jerseys. What do you guys think?
Just real quick, 714. We just missed your call. Give us a call back.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah, I was
listening to My Name Is Not Susan. I didn't see.
Cool. Anyways, so let's talk about the jerseys. What do you guys think, man? I mean, this has kind of been inevitable. Like, it's just a matter of time before it happened, right?
It's a direct copy of someone's intellectual property. Like a direct copy. They didn't change from what I could see, like outside of the patches. They didn't really change anything at all. And it was like, well, at some point they're going to care, but they haven't cared yet.
Why do you think it took so long? Like, I mean, it was like what, almost 2 years?
I think MLS has some time on their hands. Like, they're very litigious and they got time on their hands to kind of start going through, like, where are we losing money where we potentially could be making money?
Right.
So someone tweeted out, I meant to pull it up, but someone had tweeted out that basically MLS was cracking down on use of its intellectual property.
I sent you that tweet.
Yeah, if you use their intellectual property in any way that they haven't expressly given permission for, like they're coming after you with everything they have.
Yeah.
And so it was a matter of time. Someone that's a direct copy of their intellectual property is gonna, have the hammer dropped on them. So,
Yeah, I mean,
and
I figured like this year too was going to be like the 25th season, blah blah blah. They were doing all this retro, throwback stuff. I mean, I assumed it was going to happen this season.
we'll say at some point MLS plans on releasing retro jerseys. They're getting undercut every day. They're getting
Yeah,
undercut, every week by this one organization. Even if they plan on doing it in a year, if they plan on doing it in 2 years, you have someone who's like, oh, I already bought that. What do I need MLS's replica for it? I bought it already. And
for half the price.
yeah, I that wasn't a service for me. I wanted an authentic one or even a replica from that era if I can get one. Um, but I'll definitely tell you, like, I was a fan of seeing a bunch of retro colors around the stadium whenever you would go to a game. Like, it was nice seeing all these old years represented, even if the people weren't necessarily around for them. It was
That
just
was my
great
thing. That was my thing,
seeing
man.
seeing it look like all these old kids.
You saw obviously that there was a fiend for it. There was like people wanted the throwback.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's been that way for a while now too. I mean, we're not talking about these last 2 years. We're talking like we talked about, hey, you guys need to start doing throwback stuff. Like it was inevitable that the company was going to get a cease and desist, obviously.
yeah.
But it's like, dude, I mean, it's
There's a
been
market.
years. Yeah, there's obviously a market.
Like, of all the things you're focused on for generating revenue, like there's an easy market that you're choosing to pass by for a reason. Like, I don't know why. I'm sure I would imagine there has to be a legitimate reason that you would choose to give up something, like a source of revenue. But
You'd have to imagine like it's something with Nike and not being able to replicate Nike jerseys.
yeah, I don't know. I assume, but we're not even good about like old Adidas jerseys.
Yeah,
Like, if you became a Galaxy fan with Zlatan, you can't get a Beckham '07. You can't get a the '06 white with the galaxy across the crest and the stripe down the side, like, unless you're buying it from someone who bought one 15 years ago. There's not really an avenue for you, and it's a league that's constantly trying to, like, not necessarily a turnover, but a league that's trying to cultivate young people who wouldn't have necessarily been around to take advantage of it back then. It seems strange that that's not something they tap into, at least in like shirts, you know
yeah,
instead of doing like, oh, the current Galaxy jersey, we're releasing that in a shirt, or one 2005 shirt for some commemorative day, we're releasing in a shirt. But like, do a shirt of the '96 jersey. You're going to sell a bunch of them. Clearly there's a market for it. um so it's a shame that it's gone, and it was nice to see again the imagery around the stadium, seeing these older colors, and seeing the videos the Galaxy and the ACB did with people who are using them, and I'm always a supporter of anything that's going to harken back to our older legacy. So, and if that's the avenue that they're able to do it, then I support that. But um I do hope that it increases a drive for collecting older jerseys. If you look on eBay and Mercari and OfferUp and Let Go and all that, there's in my estimation, there's a bunch of good Galaxy jerseys looking for a nice home, and it would be nice if they could go to someone who would take them to a stadium, take them to a game.
yeah.
Um,
It's hard to cough up that like $300 $400 for some of those
but
jerseys that
I'll
are.
be honest with you, I look regularly. There are $300 jerseys. There are $200 jerseys. There's also $60 jerseys. I find them regular. There are people who know. There are people who know Chris and know, like, I will go searching through those websites, and we'll just drop a DM into somebody's slide into somebody's DM with a
Yep.
link and be like, hey, is this your size? This is a reasonable price. This is a good deal. You should take advantage of this. And if you don't take advantage of this, like, it's cool. I'll tweet it out and everybody else can find it. But like, there's first dibs on a good deal for a jersey.
I know, like back
Because
in the day, like 10 years ago, um, I remember there was like 96 jerseys going for like $100,
yeah,
150.
$200.
Yeah.
And now it's like
Now those things are
four,
like,
five, $600. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it's craziness, man. But
But
the
yeah,
demand's up though.
if you want a retro jersey, like, it's there, and there's no look. There are people who look down on fans that have jerseys from before their time. I think those people are idiots. If you want to if you want to collect a retro jersey and represent, the history of your club, which is obviously near and dear to my heart, like, do it. I'd rather you have that jersey than someone who's going to throw it in a closet and never bring it to a game. Like, do it, represent it, bring it out. And then, who knows? Maybe some kid sees it and is like, what jersey is that? It's like, oh, that's a Galaxy jersey from such and such year. And then this kid that's grown up their whole life knowing maybe the Beckham era of the Galaxy is more inclined to look into, whatever jersey you've kind of acquired over the years. So
yeah,
I don't know, I'm a big fan of that.
On YouTube, John is reminding us that Mitchell Ness was actually going to be doing a '96 retro jersey this year.
Okay,
well, but that might have to do something.
$1,000.
Yeah, I mean those things are going to be expensive.
I was just
imagine they're going to be pretty expensive. Yeah.
I was just on the Mitchell and Ness site, and they have like a bunch of stuff up, but only from a couple MLS teams. Nothing, no apparel or nothing for the Galaxy.
Yeah, I feel like they wanted to do like a big unveiling during the season for that stuff. So, but unfortunately,
we're like how much work went into the season, and all of it is gone.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I mean, obviously there's more important things going on, but it's still in its own right. It still sucks,
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off the topic, but I was just thinking about that.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So unfortunately, no more retros United Galaxy jerseys. They still have the 94 U.S. Jean Star Jack jersey thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get that, you can go ahead and get that still.
Hard pass.
Yeah, because especially it has Lawless on the back of it, so I'm good.
Let's Lawless because of the whole presidency thing.
Yeah, it's still still sad.
Ever?
It's dude. No, I don't think a time will go by where I'm like,
I don't know. I'm cool with Alexi Lawless.
He's alright. He's alright.
All
right. Moving on. Let's talk about recently. There was MLS has been doing like this charity MLS tournament that's been going on. Unfortunately, the Chicharito and the Godfather played against LAFC over, I think it was like Monday or Sunday.
Remy Martin or Remy Della or something like that, and Diamande played against
Diamande, yeah. They unfortunately the Galaxy took an L on both those games. They were doing like aggregate scores, so like the MLS players would play a game, and then the EMLS players would play a game, and they would just take the aggregate scores and do that. Diamande beat Chicharito 1-0.
Oh no!
And then our Godfather, Godfather, lost 3-1. It's cool, man. I mean, they're doing it for charity. It's a good, but I think the funny thing is the aftermath of that whole situation on
Yeah.
the tweeters.
Yeah, it was. Who is it? Was it Galaxy Rumors?
Yeah.
Being like, we need a new EMLS player.
And then giving a shout out to the Squadcast, the FIFA Squadcast.
Like, yo, I've seen every one of the Squadcast FIFA. Like, you need to calm down, sir.
There's some really good players. I mean,
there are some really good players, but my understanding is the Godfather plays video games for a living. Like, that dude is doing better than everyone in this conversation.
I mean, he's living a dream for sure, right?
Right. Like, he's like, I play video games for a living and I'm still having kids. Like, something is working out. He's fine. He's very good. I would like to see some Squadcast FIFA guys go against him. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Andrew play him. Representing the Squadcast. We should make this a priority, top priority. Ben, place a phone call. Let's make this happen.
I'm on it right now.
Andrew versus the Godfather. We'll live stream it. We'll put it on the Lars Twitter page. Hopefully he likes me calling him out for this. Put it on the Lars Twitter page. Make it happen. Promote it. Do it for charity or something like that. If anyone wants to give it money. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's a video game. Just calm down. It's a video game. It's a video game that they're playing because the world is shut down because of a virus. That's like allegedly. I'm not trying to upset anybody. A virus that's allegedly killing a bunch of people and spreading everywhere in the world. Like, they're playing it because they're not allowed to go outside. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's we'll give that loss a pass.
And it's entertainment, man. It's just trying to give people who aren't having much going on right now like something to just take their minds off
Just
things.
something to do.
Yeah,
Just something to do to help you forget
it's
for
all good.
a
Hey, you know
second.
what? We don't like having them have any pleasure either, man. But it's what is what it is.
But if they're deriving pleasure from winning a video game against like that's not even our it's a weird sentence to say because it's a video game, but like that's not even our best FIFA player. They could have put a better FIFA player out if it was actually about winning that game. It's not about winning that game. It's about getting you to watch that game
Yeah,
so
you
that
don't
they could
think
sell
like
advertisement so that it can get donated to fighting the coronavirus or whatever they're doing.
yeah,
Like,
you don't think there's better like there's kids who are like 18 on that team. Like you don't think they play FIFA like all the time
yeah, I mean they're
and
not
they're better than Chicharito at it?
who do you think is better at FIFA 20? Javier Hernandez or Efrain Alvarez?
Yeah.
Or it's like, do you think Julian Araujo or Javier Hernandez is better at FIFA? But you know what? If it was last year, Zlatan would have been playing
Absolutely.
because it has nothing to do with whether Zlatan's a better player than any of the young kids. It has to do with if we say Zlatan's going to play, a lot of people are going to watch. Like, come on, this is easy. This is first day stuff. It's not a
Yeah,
big
but
deal.
if you do want to play, put up your dukes, like we do have Squadcast FIFA. I think the season 3 is
Season
coming up
three,
pretty
yeah, I
soon.
think they may have just got all the names. I'm
Oh
on it.
well,
I'm supposed to be in there. I don't know. We'll see.
you can follow at Squadcast FIFA for all those updates and people playing in the big old season.
I'm trying to get a pro club. I want a pro club. I need to get
Like
some
the T-shirt,
offers. No. Like
like the shirts that go down your knees.
I don't know if you see this on Twitter now. There is Baracho's. I'm going to say SC. There's Cosmo SC. There's Cosmo
Cosmo
SC
SC2.
two. Like
Was
I'm
there's a
forgetting
Twizzle
somebody.
one, Twizzle Athletic,
Twizzle Athletic Club. Like I need
and then
offers. Go ahead.
there's an ACB one too that just popped up. I can't remember the name of the
Alien
City Brigade.
Alien City Brigade.
Yeah.
There's technically they're a support. They're an unofficial official supporters club. But
People are bored.
bro, there's the Rona. The Rona is
Oh, I
on.
know, man. There's like now there's like you said like official supporters of the pro clubs.
Unofficial official supporters of the pro clubs.
There's like fake Kevin Baxter
It's
like
nuts. We're still rocking the Baconistas. Like
Baconistas all day every
Baconistas
day.
unite, but I got to get a pro club. Like somebody, I need offers made for a pro club. I need to find one.
Yeah,
So I
let's
get
just
in
do it,
there.
man.
I play
I'm down
solid
too.
center defensive midfield games. Get at me.
I can't play defense on FIFA, so put me out on like the wing or up top or something.
You don't have to say in FIFA. You can say
Just
I
in
don't play
life.
defense, and that sentence is still accurate.
I think there might be a bug running around my house because my wife is screaming in the other room.
You need to go handle something.
Nah, she can go.
She's fine.
Yeah, it's like a spider or something that she'll
figure it out.
Yeah, she got it.
She's a godly woman. You got this, baby.
Yeah.
Some dude's breaking into the house. It's like she got it. She got it.
Baby, I'm podcasting that shit. You got it.
It's a live show, baby.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's what you would say.
All right, now we'll be back.
Gotta go deal with it.
I gotta deal with this.
I knew we'd have to go deal with it.
Oh,
so what
man.
do you want to talk about, man?
Dude, the beauty of a live show talk, man.
What do you want to talk about, sir?
You know what? I want to know, maybe someone in the live chat can answer this. How do the Retro Z Rares fit? Are they like sized pretty accurate? Are they,
Everything I've seen, they've been pretty accurate. They're stretchy. So like if you got your usual in between diet situation going on, it'll give you some give before you need to go up to a slightly larger jersey size. But they seem to fit about true to size from what I've seen anyway. I haven't actually worn one, but I've seen them, and they look pretty true to size. It's a shame you can't get them anymore, but again, eBay is a great resource for it.
Yeah, I was just looking on eBay, and actually, yeah, they look nice, man. I'm just saying.
I'm genuinely surprised you don't troll eBay for jerseys more often.
Yeah, I know we've talked about that, but I mean, I have so many damn jerseys. It's like but like
retro jerseys, like retro jerseys, you never have too many.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I have too many jerseys right now. I want a 2003 away so bad. I have too many jerseys. If there's a 2003 away in XL or double XL, like I make a move for it. I have to. If somebody's got a 2003 away that they're looking to sell, like or willing to sell, at least get in touch, and I will ask my wife for permission, because I'm married, and that's how that goes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, Ed might be back. He's putting his headphones on. We'll see. Hang on one second.
Or if you
Okay,
have a
Ed,
link
you
to a
alive?
2003, was it 2003 away? You said, Tuck?
2003 away. Yeah, I want it bad. Do you have a 2003 away, Ed?
2003.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Is that the white one with the stripe down the vertical stripe?
Yeah. No, it's what's it called? It's a diagonal stripe, and it's white like the 05 away.
What was the white with the
like
vertical
a
stripe?
green and a yellow. White with vertical stripes 06.
Okay,
that's coming down the side. The yellow one.
Yeah.
I have a Kyle Veras of that jersey.
I have a
like
signed Abel Xavier.
Oh,
year 1 when he was good.
When he was good year.
When he was good, the 1 year he was good.
So the reason why I had my wife was screaming in the room is because our cat found a bug and had it in its mouth, and she was freaking out.
Oh,
cat could eat a bug. She knows that, right?
The cat was victorious. Yeah,
she was protecting. The cat was protecting her.
Protected
her. Anyway, sorry. What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about Retro Z Rares Us and the sizing on them.
Oh, I love the sizing, especially for fat people. For us fatties.
So stretchy.
So Ed, straight up, am I a 2X in the Retro Z Rares Us or am I a 1X?
Tres.
It's whatever your shirt size is what jersey size you should get, because they're perfect fits. Like they fit. They're a little they're a little breezy, so they fit like a little looser.
Nice. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
3X.
All right, so which one you think I'm gonna order? I'm ordering one right now.
Are you on eBay or what?
Yeah, I'm on eBay.
You're gonna get hopefully you don't get compost, but I think you're gonna get compost. You're gonna get Cienfuegos.
Cienfuegos. I get Cienfuegos. I got Kobe, the 96 Kobe one.
I'm getting 97.
And then our boy Josh Numbers. Josh Numbers gave me a Landon Donovan one.
Oh, that'd be, dude. If they had Hurtado, that'd be pretty sweet.
97. Who do they have on the 97? So it's got to still be like Cienfuegos, right?
They have Cienfuegos and they have Campos.
You're getting Campos?
I am getting Campos.
Whack. You would.
Yeah, you whack, dude.
Mark.
I like the I like the white Campos they have in 97.
You whack.
But I might. You know what? Come to looking at these, I might also have to get me a 96 Cienfuegos, because I like those too. And Cienfuegos is all they got.
Why not instead of buying those two? And this has got to be boring, but why not instead of buying those two, you put that money together and you buy one actual retro jersey?
That won't pay you. That won't.
Yeah, that one. Looking here, let me see.
How much you looking to spend? I'll find you one. How much you looking to spend?
Well, these two together are like $60.
$60? Give me some wiggle room. How much? What can I work with?
How about you send me something and we'll see.
Word. I'll find you something by the end of the show.
Oh, they got an 05 Landon.
It's going to be hard to find him a 2X authentic.
Jersey?
No, it's an 05. It's a retro.
It's retro.
It's a replica.
Yeah,
05 Landon.
Josh Numbers gave me that one. Thank you, Josh Numbers.
He gave you of a retro.
Yeah, the retro routed us.
I can't say it, so I'm not even gonna try.
It's fine. You guys want to move on? Let's talk about
yes, please.
A little bit of news that happened over the weekend or over the last day or two. You've had a lot of people come out and talk about how Zlatan was as a player, right? You had the whole legit podcasting where he cried a lot for 60 minutes about how Zlatan was mean to him. Well, now it comes out that João Pedro is also coming out and talking how Zlatan, even though he like compliments him though, but also like backhand compliments him at the same time. You guys look at the jerseys now.
Dude, there are some epic quotes in the article.
Well, Ben, what about a 97 home for $215?
Who is it?
No name.
You know what sucks about a lot of those?
If I'm spending $257, I think it's got to be a name.
What? Mark. Sorry.
You know what always sucks when you find a retro jersey that has like an AYSO screen printing job on the back?
Yeah. There's a 2005 home on eBay with Morgan customized on the back, and it's been sitting there for like a year and a half, and they keep lowering the price, and nobody buys it.
Until someone named Morgan is going to wait.
I've been tweeted by like probably 4 or 5 people with that link, being like, "Hey, was there a Morgan that played on the Galaxy?" And I'm like, "No, I'm sorry." I'm like, "You can toss it in the dryer a couple times; it'll come off."
There was Servando Carrasco that played for the Galaxy.
Mr. Alex Morgan.
Yeah,
that's messed up. So Ben, 215 for 97. What do you say?
The home, you said?
The home, yeah.
That's the green one with the black stripes?
With the thin stripes. Yeah, I'll show you here. This has got to be boring. This is terrible. Let's move on.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, what are you guys doing?
I was waiting for you to keep talking.
Oh, yeah, that's actually, yeah, I like that jersey.
You should buy it. I'm going to send you a link
right now. What's the size, though?
XL. That's the size you think you wear. XL will be fine.
That ain't no XL, bro. Come on.
Give you something to work towards. But these fit really big. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I say because the Adidas fits small.
You should buy it. I'm going to send this to you. You should buy it. What's next, then?
We're talking about comments.
João Pedro.
Oh, I forgot that dude was alive. Move on. Like, who cares?
Dude, did you see some of the quotes in this though? João Pedro,
No,
he said that Zlatan told the group, "My birthday is every day. Pass the ball here."
Wow, those are a weird two things to put together.
And then
it's not as if people only pass the ball to you on your birthday.
Like, well, because the story was it was João Pedro's birthday, so like they were gonna have him kick off the first kick of like a scrimmage game at practice, and then he's like, so the Zlatan went to the ball and it's like every day is my birthday and kicked off.
So were they?
I didn't even
think they were on the same team, or they were on the team. I thought Pedro was already gone. Thanks, Tom.
It may have been one of the off seasons where he's back for a heartbeat. Because we just got rid of João Pedro.
Yeah, we just got him off the books, but he was on loan for what, like 2 years?
It's not like he's gone. It's not like he's not allowed to return to Los Angeles. I'm sure he's come back.
Just like a training stint
when
type
he wasn't
of thing?
on loan, yeah, and when trained, and they were like, "Oh, what's his birthday? We're gonna pass him the ball." And this serial killer in Zlatan Ibrahimovic was like, "No, seemingly specifically because I know it's your birthday, we're not passing the ball to you."
But here's the quote that is sticking out to a lot of people. It's, if you're gonna come here to go to the beach or take a walk in Hollywood, just say so. I have 300 million on my account in Ireland. I don't need any of this. The first one who says something to me, I will kill him.
Yeah.
That sounds like peak Zlatan.
That's what we signed. That's what you wanted. That's
right?
The name on the back. Like, come on, you know what you're getting. You know, with Steven Gerrard, you're gonna get humbleness, and you're gonna get that like looking down, scouse, ready to stab you in the neck if you turn Phil Collins off. But other than that, gonna act like he's humble and nothing's going on. With Beckham, you're gonna get the good looks, and you're gonna get the late night TV shows and the smiles and the perfect answer every time he's asked a question. With Robbie Keane, you're gonna get like not really being able to understand him because he's Irish and like being hot.
Something about like Lucky Charms or something like that.
Yeah, and with Zlatan, you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a guy who's like, if we're being serious, like probably pretty delusional and genuinely needs some help. But like, I'm not really in a position to say someone who's made it that far in life needs help, and he definitely doesn't need it from me. You know what I mean? Like, whatever he's doing is working. So why? That's the thing. If you're Zlatan, it's just like, when this isn't going to get political. It's just like Trump. Like, people are like, he's gone through his whole life without any consequences, and it's like, well, if you're him, at what point are you like, yeah, I really should pay attention to consequences? It got me to the presidency. Like, existing with no consequences has worked out for Trump. Existing like a psychopath and taking the ball away from some dude on his birthday, it's worked out for Zlatan so far. He's right. He's got $300 million in an island. Like, who am I to tell him he's doing the wrong thing?
Yeah, I mean, I realize that the guy left on after 2 years of basically beating our goal scoring record here in the Galaxy, not leaving with a trophy. But then all of a sudden, once he leaves, like everyone hated him apparently.
In Milan?
No, like here.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he looks like the type of dude who's a difficult personality. He's a difficult personality against world class teammates. You know what I mean? Like, now he's got Baggio Husidic. There's what do you do when like you've spent your whole career playing with guys who are going to the World Cup for their respective country? And then you're going with and then you play with, as a teammate, you got a guy who, comparatively to what you're used to, would be playing in like a third or fourth division team.
Yeah, your practice keeper is John Kempen. Like
John Kempen, highest goals against average, by the way. No, sorry, that was Matt Leibson. My bad. But yeah, it's like, it's strange. Like, to a degree, it's like, what do you expect? And is it scumbaggy? Sure, it's scumbaggy, but you knew what he was. You knew what he was. Again,
Yeah, how's that any different from any time he's ever like had quotes in his entire career? Like he's always been like this.
I think the expectation is like that stuff is never directed at your own teammates, but if it's directed everywhere else, why wouldn't you assume it's directed at his own teammates?
Yeah, I mean, especially his own teammates. Like he doesn't want to finish second.
And those are the people he has to see who are every week who are causing him to finish second.
Yeah,
Especially, and not, you can't even say in his eyes, given that like he had more total goal scoring contributions than he had games played. Like he's carried his load. João Pedro, of all people, like you're indicative of the problem. You are the problem. The money they spent on you kept them from building a team that would have helped him win. You know what? Zlatan's right. I got turned around on this. I'm good. He's doing all right. João Pedro really needs to pipe down.
Yeah, I mean, it is a thing, dude. Like
Lars should move to the Victoria block. I don't know if you heard about
oh,
this.
hey, whoa. Hold on.
Hot button.
Hold on.
Hot button.
No.
I'm going to use this time to use the restroom.
But yeah, I mean, like this was obviously a time where, stuff's going to come out, articles are going to come out where, after the whole legit thing, they're going to ask other players. They want to get quotes. They need it. These websites got to fill out articles, and they need quotes. So they're going to go to players who played with Zlatan after hearing the whole thing with legit, and they're going to try to get something that's going to be click-worthy. And so, I mean, something like, I have $300 million in an island, I will kill you. That's obviously going to get people to click on some articles. What do you think, Ben?
No, I totally, you know what? And I was doing research. Hold on. Excuse me. I was doing research into that. And that supposedly came after the last game of the season, the Houston game where we blew the 2-goal lead. And João Pedro wasn't even on the team at that time. He had already gone on loan, it looked like, according to his Wikipedia page. It says that he was at, I don't know, we just have an earthquake, man?
Not that I can feel.
Damn, everything in here is shaking. All right, anyways, yeah, it looks like he was already gone at Apple.
Man, were you celebrating 420?
I know, it feels like it. That's a bit, not having had a drink in so long, man. This is the best feeling I get is an earthquake, man. Come on.
Now you're getting the shakes like 20 years later?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
nice. Hey,
I think someone tried to call.
Yeah, someone tried to call, and I don't know. It worked when I tested out the line. I called and it worked out fine. So just call back, man.
It's our friend Atlanta Dan.
Yeah, I know Atlanta. Maybe you know what? Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny that we're having multiple people come out and say that Zlatan's difficult, and it's like, yeah, that's not surprising. It's not something that's been shocking. Not a shocking revelation that Zlatan, who has been considered top 3, top 5 in the world for the last 10 years, if not longer.
Exactly.
Thanks, Chris.
What were we talking about?
We're talking how like it's not shocking or surprising how.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, are you calling him back?
Yeah, no. Hey, Dan, you there? Dan.
Oh no, is he there?
He should be there. I got him up.
He ain't there. I know. No two ways about it. He's just not there.
It's 1:00 in the morning in Hotlanta, so maybe he fell asleep.
Guan? Is Dan?
Yeah, man.
Hotlanta Dan?
Hotlanta Dan.
Anyway, what's next? We should move forward, sir.
Yeah, I mean, what's the next thing on the docket is MLS is officially postponed until June 8th. So pushing back that, what was it, like May 5th or something like that? Was the last date they said or something like that?
I don't remember.
It was sometime in May.
Sometime in May, yeah.
And then they push it back to June. What do you guys think? I mean, it seems like we're just pushing back the inevitable, it's not happening.
I think the first game in June that would have been available based on the current schedule is San Jose away.
Dan, you there?
Wagwan.
What's up, dude?
Yo.
Can you
go ahead, man?
Us?
You're live. If you're listening to us on turn down your audio, turn down your computer or whatever you're listening to us on.
I did.
All right, man. You're good, man. Go.
Oh, my bad, man. What's up, guys?
What's
Shit,
up?
man. Can anyone else hear me other than you?
We're
Yeah, man.
chilling, sir. Yeah, nice to hear you. Nice
We
to
can
hear
hear
your
you.
voice
Can
again.
you hear us?
No, he may not be able to hear you guys.
I don't think he can hear us.
Nah, man. I only hear you, Ben.
All right. Yeah,
Yo.
the guys say what's up, man.
All right. I just want to say, what's up, guys? Y'all take it easy. Yeah.
Ben, give him a wang for us.
Wagwan. All that bullshit.
Yeah, guan. Yeah, both Ed and Chris want to give you a guan. What you doing in quarantine, man? How's things in Atlanta?
Yo, legit. I ain't going to work for 14 days, homie, but I'm getting paid for them.
Damn, that's nice. I've been trying to do that.
Yo.
Damn. So how was your 420, man?
It was all right. I was working, stone and shit.
Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do, brother.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Ed, Chris, you guys anything you want to say?
Ask him how he's dealing with the no sports thing.
Yeah, how you doing with the no sports? Tucker's going crazy.
It sucks, man. I've been looking up like old highlights. Anytime MLS uploads like something about the Galaxy, I'll be watching that shit. But other than that, I mean, no basketball. Yo, man, I didn't know this Corona was real until they canceled NBA, man.
We have a conversation by proxy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Ben's our translator.
Yeah,
he's our Atlanta Dan translator.
Tucker's shaking his head, Dan.
He's like, you guys don't want to say anything so that the person who downloaded this that's listening, it's way more than the person in the live chat.
Man.
He's going to hear the same conversation 3 times.
Making plans to go see the Galaxy when they played in Nashville, but I guess I'm going to cancel them immediately.
Yeah, I know. Hey, so you think we'll see a season this year at all?
No, I doubt it. If anything, it'll probably be like 15 games or maybe even less. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like to see a season, or would you just rather have them cancel the whole thing?
Honestly, man, like for everyone's safety, I'd rather them just cancel it. You know what I'm saying? Just cancel it. It ain't even worth it, to be honest. Like I'm just looking at it like outside looking in, like it just just open up everything. I was reading about the Bundesliga trying to open up, man. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I know. I think people are trying to open up too early, but then you got places like Sweden that ain't even closing anything down. So who knows?
Sweden retarded, man, for real. No lie.
I really thought he was going to pivot from it.
I call it how it is, man. I say how it is. You know what I'm saying, man? Shit, man. I mean, they may be white, but they retarded as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I feel you, man. I feel you.
He's my hero. I love him so much.
Anything else before we let you go, Dan?
Nah, man. Just take it easy. Peace be with y'all, and Pescadito scored the best goal in Galaxy history, in my opinion.
All right, brother. Guan. Thank you, man.
Guan.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Did he say the first goal or the best goal?
The best goal.
The best goal. Okay.
All right, so that is
which goal he's referencing. Presumably the 0-2 final.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
So that is a problem. Yeah, if you're gonna call in, you got to have a statement because I don't think you're not gonna be able to hear Chris or Ed. You hear me though.
Or if you want to call, ask a question, and then just bounce, I think that might be the best.
Yeah, the whole I'll take your answer off the air. Or,
off the air, yeah.
I'll take the answer.
Yeah, that's the way we're gonna have to go.
Well, to the point about MLS and the schedule and whether we come back, like I think the Eredivisie just canceled till September, with or without audiences. Like it doesn't matter. It looks like there are parts of the world. I mean, the Bundesliga say they're going back into training on the 9th. We don't know if that's going to happen yet. MLS is still saying they plan on coming back. We don't know if that's going to happen yet. I think what was the NFL, NBA, NHL were saying like they don't know, or the NFL said they don't know if they're going to be able to come back by August, September. Like that may not be a realistic jumping off point. We kind of touched on this last week. I don't know. I think it's just going to keep ending up getting put. It'll get pushed back again. It'll get pushed back again. We may get to some compromise where the league tries to do a tournament format to declare a winner. But I think if you end up moving to a point where it's not worth it, I mean, only 2 games in, I'm down to just scrap it. I'm down to just move on and say, we'll do it next year.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you at this point. I don't think that unless there's no realistic way that they can put something out there that's going to be, for lack of a better word, completely fair moving into a playoff system. I mean, if you want to do some sort of like tournament type of thing, Like I said, I'm all for like, hey, throw together an open cup or something like that for like 2 months, whatever, if it's safe, at the end of the summer. But I
What's the
think it's
point, though?
But do you need a 2020 MLS Cup champion that bad?
no.
Like, you're not fine just being like, look, everyone on Earth knows what happened that year. We're not. There wasn't a champion that year. We didn't have it didn't work out.
No,
We're gonna do it next year when it's safe.
Yeah, you go look at the Stanley Cup, 1918, the only year they missed, man. Well, outside of the until the work stoppage, yeah.
1942 or 1943, something like that's the only season Serie A doesn't have a champion. But like everyone in Italy is like, oh, that's right. There was a whole war on that we
something was happening at that time.
Like, you understand, you move on. It's not a situation in England where you have like Leeds trying to get promoted, Liverpool trying to win a title, like all these, these moments that are very important to some people when you're trying to figure out how to get a league going. It's like we're 2 games in, and we're not even good. Like, cancel it. I'm cool canceling it.
And we have an advantage over like all the European leagues. I don't know what those guys are talking about coming back and trying to play after June when contracts in Europe expire in June.
I think I want to say there's 24 Premier League players whose contracts are out June 30th.
Yeah, it's usually at the end of June.
I think there's 24 Premier League players whose contracts are out on June 30th, and I guess apparently there's clauses that allow for them to be held over. But I think the understanding is like we're all just going to kind of try to come to an agreement and try to figure it out and be reasonable. But I don't know what you do.
Do you think like going forward there's going to be like built-in clauses like have say an epidemic happens again where everything gets shut down for months? Do you think there could be like a clause where all that could be added on at the end of a contract or something like that?
For a while, I think it'll eventually kind of die out, but I wouldn't be surprised if like next year's like those guys who are open who are going to be free in a couple weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if the next contract they're signing has some protection for the home club. But I long term, I don't think this is. Hopefully, it's not something that's the new normal.
So what do we think? What do you think? Is the season even going to happen? Like, honestly,
nope. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I think
that's why I was so surprised. People's position, and I got a little bit of heat. People's position was like, "Oh, I'm glad the Galaxy are still charging me for my season tickets because when the season comes back, I'll just be paying the same price I otherwise would have instead of paying more." And it's like, there's no way they can honor the contract that you originally signed with them. The contract you signed with them was based on a schedule, and every roughly, give or take, every 14 days, you expect it to have a home game. There's no way that they can possibly upkeep that. It's there's going to be some movement. There's going to be something has to give. You're not going to get all of the games. No matter when they start playing, you're not going to get all the games.
Well, I think there was something came out from like the Chivas 2.0 side of the town. They're talking about how they could basically use their credit this year for the next year's season ticket, or then that you can work something out. So it's like the first time I've ever seen anything from any MLS club talking about any sort of refund or what they're doing, what they're going to do with your money if the season doesn't happen.
Yeah, there has to be a compromise. There has to be a compromise. There has to be a coming together. And I think moving the season tickets to next year keeps them having the money that they were otherwise going to have. They're not in a place where they have to refund money. They're just saying, "Hey, you're locked in for next year. You're good to go. We're gonna move the terms that you had, but there's still going to have to be an escape. There has to be an out. There has to be
refunds. Like it can't.
There has to be an option for refunds because I didn't buy a season ticket for 2022 or 2021. I bought a season ticket for 2020, and 2020 isn't. It doesn't appear like it's going to happen. And since it's not going to happen, like you're going to refund, there has to be an option where, yeah, we can carry your ticket over, but also you're allowed to tap out if you want. Because they're not able to hold to the terms of the agreement you originally made. So
exactly. I mean, it's a contract. Like, I mean, and it comes down to it. It's a contract you signed. They signed. If they're not able to put their end of the contract, you have to get your money back.
I would imagine.
Like, so Denise, bless her, for my birthday, she was going to surprise me with tickets to, what is it, Hamilton?
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah. And they like everything's
A-N-D-E-R.
Everything's canceled. So
yeah, I know I'm down with Hamilton.
You down with it? I mean, since it's been coming out, I'm like, I'd love to go see it. And obviously, it's like the biggest show in the last 5 years.
This might surprise you. And Ed and I do talk about everything. I was taking Sonia to see Hamilton this year, and it is also canceled for us.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
it
her
just
favorite.
sucks, man.
That's her favorite
But
musical, and we were gonna go.
I bring that up because even Ticketmaster's like, yeah, we got to give your money back.
Yeah, and
And
Ticketmaster is Satan.
exactly. So I mean, it's got to happen where they give refunds. It's just us. Yeah, they'll give the option of, hey, next year you can just use
You
that
can
money
move it
towards your
over.
ticket.
We'll
Yeah,
freeze the cost, and you can move it over if you want. And I think the Galaxy will strongly prefer that you move it over, and they'll probably strongly recommend that you move it over. And I'm gonna say you should move it over. Obviously, if life events keep you from doing that, and you got 20 million people unemployed now, if that just doesn't work for you, then you should also be allowed to cash your money out and get a refund.
exactly.
But there has to be some kind of solution that comes up from this.
No, it does. It really does. Um, Anything else before we move on?
I think something that's important to touch on, especially with when we're talking about coming back, is that the one major issue the league faces is that every state and possibly every city could have different rules as far
Mm-hmm.
as mass gatherings.
Yeah, they're going to open
Just
at
look at
different times.
Florida.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well,
I mean, Orlando, Miami, like, they put a lot of money and a lot of time and energy into opening Miami. And I'm not trying to upset anybody. If you listen to the majority of the doctors, I'm sure your doctors are legitimate too, but if you listen to the majority of the doctors, Florida might become a problem soon, because like not only are they opening back up, but they're opening up like you can go to the beach, you can go to the gym, like you can just interact with everyone again. Like, who knows what Florida is going to end up being like in a couple weeks? Maybe it's nothing. Maybe they're right, and it's not a big deal, and it just like flows through and disappears or whatever. Who knows? But it could be a situation where like we can't go to Red Bull Arena or I mean, who's going away?
You
Like, who's
can't.
traveling away? Realistically, who's bringing the same thing we talked about last week? Who's bringing their family to a game?
Yeah.
Like, I'll go. I'm dumb, but besides me, who else is going? You know, it's there's no easy solution. There's no quick fix. This may be a problem that it takes the league a couple seasons to fully rebound from.
So say it does come back June 8th. I mean, is that a sufficient of time? And
I'll be there.
but it's
Get my season tickets.
you're condensing what 10 months into a 4-month span.
I think June 3rd would have been um like San Jose or something like that. But it's a lot of rounds. It's a lot of rounds of MLS that we've already missed, and that we would continue to miss just to get to that point where fitness levels are still low. Like, I don't I can't see a way that it works. I can't. I mean, if you have the Eredivisie moving back to September already, I can't see a way that it works. It just seems like they're accepting reality a little quicker than we are.
Well, I think MLS is just hoping like if we keep pushing it back a month at a time, things can change. I mean, I think we're all hoping that things change that rapidly, but yeah, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see that happening.
I don't think there'll be enough time from June. I
No,
don't think there'll be enough time.
and
I hope there
I'm
is,
not
but I
down.
can't.
I'm not down for like a tournament style thing. I think that's pointless.
Yeah, I
well,
mean it's. Go
my
ahead,
take
bro.
on the LA Open, or I'm on the Open
The
Cup
LA
is
Open Cup.
yeah, I know. Sorry, I was sorry, talk. Anyways, my thought on the Open Cup is that they've done it. It's one of the longest running competitions. So if there's a chance to play anything, I say and it's something that doesn't necessarily require a, a lot of training. You go into it, it's a one and done competition. I don't know. Just seems like it'd be easier than trying to get a whole season together.
Well, you're definitely playing less games, but then that become that.
I mean, you
What do
still.
you, from an MLS standpoint, what do you do when you have a season where your champion is determined by the Open Cup?
Well, yeah, that's the thing is you cancel the MLS season. This is simply just straight the Open Cup. MLS season canceled. This has zero bearing on, you know, anything MLS related. This is U.S. soccer's Open Cup.
But no team has to enter the Open Cup.
That's true. And that's another thing is if you as an organization decide, you know what, we don't want to play the Open Cup, we're just going to bow out.
So then how legitimate is the Open Cup that, let's say, um, I'll give my boys a shout out. Let's say Minneapolis SC. If you don't know them, look them up. They're doing big things. Or Providence. Providence.
What about your main boys, the Villages?
Villages SC. I mean, that whole district. Yeah, Villages is dope. I still mess with Villages.
What about your Mingos, bro?
Shout out Villages. Shout out for Madison. Go full Mingo. Shout out Madison. Doing big things. Shout out to DeKalb County. Mess with them as well. But you know, at the end of the day, you got to go full rogue. That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah, I got my stickers. It's all good.
#Bone Club. But like, so let's say Rochester Rhinos
jump on the bone train.
Let's say the New York Cosmos U23 team. Let's say they win the Open Cup. How legitimate is it if none of the teams from MLS wanted to play?
No, I feel you. It's not.
Like, how legitimate is
it?
But
like you said, Tuck,
finally get a second division winner, but none of the top flight team, the players union for the top flight teams were like, hell no, you're not playing. Are you crazy?
You know what, Tuck? It's like you said, everyone knows this year. Everyone knows. It's 2020. Everyone knows MLS teams didn't play that year.
It seems like it would be a weird spot for U.S. soccer to be into, like, hey, we support you guys ignoring social distancing for the Open Cup.
Especially in this pretty bad PR.
Like they're not
couple
really
years
in the best spot to be taking hits. To be like, hey, we just absolutely have to get the Open Cup out. You know, I don't know. I think you shutter the whole thing, you move on.
Yeah, I think this year's a wash, man. You just gotta think that it's just not happening, and it is what it is, man.
So, do either one of you think any differently if the Galaxy are 2-0 with a +6 goal differential?
No, it's too early. It's too early for any of it to mean anything.
Ed?
I might have bad a gripe about it, but it's fine.
But look,
we're Galaxy fans, man. If we won the first 2 games and had like a +6, +7 goal difference,
we'd be champions already.
We'd all been like, man, this was going to be the year.
This was the year, yeah. And you
this
would
was
just
the
complain
year
about it forever. But you know what? Again, it's just one of those years.
Yeah.
And you can complain about it. You can say whatever you need to say about it. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's just one of those years, and that's the way it is.
Yeah,
I
agree. I agree. And speaking of moving on, let's move on to our next topic. I don't know if you saw, Tucker and Benjamin. The Galaxy did a video with Kevin Hart and some YouTube person that I have no idea.
So she was famous. I had never heard of her.
She's a YouTuber.
Yeah, I had to look her up too.
I'm sure your daughters probably knew who she was, Ben.
Yeah, I probably should have asked them.
Yeah, they're on the YouTubes and stuff.
Yeah, they watched all the YouTube. Well, although they stick to like Tic-Tac-Toe and like kid type stuff. Tic-Tac-Toe, it's a family. It's a little family with little kids that does skits. I don't know.
I was like, are they review games and stuff? Like,
no, it's not like one of those box. Thank God they're over the open box thing. You know, I'm like, man, that was the worst phase. That was the worst phase of like my kids on YouTube.
That always seemed like a thing for poor kids. They're like, I don't get toys, so I'm gonna watch other people get toys because my dad doesn't love me enough.
It's just a kid thing, man.
Whatever it is.
It's so weird. The kids, they want to watch other kids play games and watch them open toys.
I don't understand. If there's World War III, man, it's over. It's done. You just wrap. You can gift wrap the country. It's all over.
Yeah, that generation's in terms of the people like in WALL-E. You seen WALL-E?
I just watched that movie the other day too.
Is that the one where where everyone's in the like the hover chairs, like the wheelchair? Everyone's fast.
Yeah.
Everyone's you on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually, you're absolutely right. That is like that's what the world's going to turn into.
Yeah, but anyways, what we're talking about? Oh, the video. Like, did you guys watch it?
No. Apparently, her name is Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
I can't find what she does, but
she's just
Kevin Hart is pretending to know who she is, so that seems good enough for me. Did you see? Okay. Did you see the picture that they posted at the end?
Yeah. That's been going around the tweeters.
I can't say it.
The Brazzers.
Well, like it looked like the picture of the girl on the couch. You know.
Yeah, it's a bad image. It's just so weird.
Why did nobody see that? As soon as I saw that picture, I was like, oh, like that they're doing that meme, right? Like, yeah, look at the smile on Daniel Steris's face. He knew what was happening.
It's such a weird video though. Ben, did you get a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I watched some of it. I didn't watch. I don't think I watched the whole thing.
So
It was not the easiest watch. Let's be honest.
No, and it wasn't. It for being a Kevin Hart video. I mean, I like Kevin Hart, but it was hard to watch, especially because we're soccer fans. It's cliche after cliche. Kevin Hart goes to an acting coach to learn how to dive and how to fall over before he goes and plays with the Galaxy players. So it's soccer tropes after that. It's like, oh, my daughter's into soccer, so I want to learn more about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see the Galaxy in a with a very famous celebrity on a very popular YouTube channel. It's really cool. I think it's cool. Whatever.
And watching Corona just meg him kind of like time after time. It was all right. It was pretty cool.
It's funny, of all players, Joe Benny is the one that gets the.
I know. I thought the same thing. I thought that was like the strangest part of the video.
Yeah, but I do like Sasha. Sasha knows how to work a mic though, man. He's good on the commentary.
Yes.
I have fallen down the well of her Twitter account.
Oh boy. Your brain must be firing in all cylinders right now. You're listening to music, listening to us, doing podcasting, now going down a Twitter rabbit hole.
It's the holidays. What are people into nowadays? Like this is good enough. This counts.
Makeup tutorials and like TikTok videos.
Can I read you some of these?
By all means, go ahead.
So April 8th. This is Emma Chamberlain, the girl from that video. April 8th. Main food groups when I was 11. Pasta with butter. That's it. That has 79,000 likes.
When you get popular, man, it's, you can say anything and it gets you like tens of thousands of likes and retweets.
Woke up this morning. This is from April 12th. Woke up this morning. Decided I needed a Teletubby shirt in my closet. It needs to be there just in case I need it. That is 31,000 likes.
Look, I would take that Twitter over a lot of the Twitter that I see.
How are people not angry at her for this?
It's better than a lot of things on Twitter, though, dude. Got to be honest.
I will like something and then make it my entire personality just to ditch it a month later. Crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like
55,000 people were like,
Ben, doesn't that sound like Chris?
That actually does sound like Chris.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's that ADHD right there. It's like I was into something for like 2 weeks and then I forgot about it and then went into something else.
I'm feeling attacked right now.
You should. You should
tweet. I'm feeling attacked by Ed.
And then get six likes.
How many idiots are like, yeah, Ed's terrible.
Yeah, what a dick. He should kill himself.
It escalates that quickly.
It's the internet, man. That's what Twitter is, dude.
Next thing you know, dick pics.
Yeah, apparently that's what happens next. All right, Ben. We have a topic for you because you know more about this than we do because you have children who are in the system, and we're not talking about the prison system or anything like that. We're talking about the developmental system in U.S. soccer. It was recently, this week or was it last week that they announced that
it was
U.S. soccer.
It was late last week.
So U.S. soccer is they are basically just all their youth development. The DA.
Yeah, they're closing the DA and
closing down.
And they're ending but I think they're ending U12 and I'm not sure if they said U13. I think U13 staying, but it's either U12 and U13 or just U12 the national teams. They're shutting those down as well.
And so literally and then like an hour later MLS enacted their like new youth.
Yeah, for anyone that thinks that this was the MLS did this in conjunction with the US soccer, that's totally false. MLS wasn't totally blindsided, but they were left scrambling for sure. But yeah,
it looks like they literally like it was within like the same 2 hours, so like that they announced it.
Yeah, and they're gonna have issues. I mean, I think they did it to kind of because they have to save face with their academies. You know, they need to keep those kids in the academies. But for those of you that don't know, the DA is not just MLS academies. The DA has like just in the LA area, I want to say I think there's like 4 to 12 teams in the DA, depending on boys and girls, and the teams go all the way like you play regular season games in Arizona, you play regular season games in Nevada, and I think you play a regular season game either in Washington or Oregon, something like that. My goddaughter, who's my niece, she plays a DA with Beach FC, and so they were talking that this totally caught them off guard. The DA, U.S. Soccer and the DA was actively recruiting new teams a week before they decided they were going to shut everything down. So, they said they're blaming it on the coronavirus slowdown as far as money goes, but I think the fact that they have like 8 different lawsuits, against U.S. Soccer.
That seems like the go-to excuse. Like, so me and Chris are into wrestling, and that's like the go-to excuse when there was like 60 firings. Like, so it seems like the coronavirus is the way to go to like, hey, I need to lay off people to save myself money. So we're gonna call it the coronavirus.
If you got to do some house cleaning, it's a great time.
It's a great time.
It's a great time to do a little bit of house cleaning.
So I guess the thing that's going to be the most interesting now is what happens with LA Galaxy Academy. I mean, because realistically, you have other like traditional powerhouses here in Southern California, like Piedras, which is
and like Arsenal, right?
Well, Arsenal, not necessarily. I don't know if FC Arsenal that plays in there, or SoCal Arsenal or whatever they're called. I'm not sure they have a DA team. I know that
Arsenal's terrible, man.
That Pats does. Real SoCal, which is another team that's been around for a while, they have a DA. But the other big news is that the Galaxy canceled the Girls Academy, which was, with the
Are you
the
sure
DA
about
gone.
that? Because I went looking for it. I tried to find anything on it. I couldn't find it at all. So are you certain?
I am close to 100% certain. I'm not sure. Maybe they just haven't announced it yet. But I know people on those teams.
Are you breaking news right now?
That have told me that their teams are disbanding.
Ben, say you're breaking news.
I'm not breaking anything. I just know.
Say you're breaking news. Ed, say breaking news.
Hey, Ben, play the news.
Play that news
sound.
Dude, come on, man. That's on a whole. The only news I got is Lars News, Holmes.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Because we haven't heard that in a while.
I did breaking news.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the DA is it's a small world. All the players that they've either played with each other or know each other at different levels. So yeah. But the interesting thing is and people may not know this, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but the Galaxy never really paid for their girls' academy. It was funded by a grant from Welch's.
The grape juice company?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm down with some Welch's.
Yeah.
And when you gotta get your money, dude, that's fine.
That's why it was that's why the girls' academy was in doubt going into this year, because they weren't sure Welch's was going to renew the grant. Then when they renewed the grant, they kind of started recruiting players again.
Is it Ed? Is it possible he's talking out of his ass right now, and we're getting ready to be on the hook for something that's like wildly incorrect?
Well, here, look. If we're not wrong, Ben is talking about for Ben, and not for this podcast.
At @0cool138,
because he's not breaking news. He doesn't have the testicular fortitude to break the news.
You can Ben just throw it.
Well, this is the one thing, Tuck, you'll learn when your kid gets older, is that with club soccer, things change like dramatically. I was having a Twitter conversation with Glenn Crooks, who runs the coaching academy. He does a coaching academy on Sirius XM, and we were just talking about this because he's the one who first broke the news about the DA, and then it didn't come out for like 3 days after he said, "Hey, I'm hearing wind that they're going to cancel they're going to close the DA." Nothing happened for like 3 days after that, and everyone's like, "Is he sure? Is he not sure?" Because that's how youth soccer is. You have a club that's there 1 minute and a club that's gone the next minute.
Weird. Yeah, no, I'm not that worried. Damien is going to get in the academy, and he's going to progress through, and then he's going to captain the side, and he will retire there, and they will build him a statue on top of the roof, as they name the place the Estadio San Damian, which is the name of my top 11 stadium.
I feel what position your boy's playing? I feel like he's gonna be a keeper.
Attacking midfielder. 6'6" attacking midfielder.
6'6",
60 pounds.
You're underestimating his height, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be like a young Maurice Chestnut playing attacking.
My dude's gonna be a Ricketts that's not broken every 6 months.
No, he's gonna be like Colossus playing the number 10 from the X-Men. every coach he'll ever have will try to play him at center back, and he'll be like, no, no, that's not my game. You play me at center back and run up the field. It's the way it's gonna be. What are you gonna say? I'll beat you up.
He's gonna be opposite. He's gonna be opposite Nick Depew.
Yeah. Oh no, him and Nicky Boy they're gonna be like this. Nick Depew is gonna be his assistant when Damian becomes manager of the Galaxy. That's my dream as a father. That's my dream.
Well, it'll be like, so Depew will be like the old veteran, and then your boy's gonna come in and just be like the rookie. So he'll take him under his wing, and then they win like back-to-back MLS Cup champions.
And Depew's gonna be like, yeah, I used to be a striker, and they put me at center back. They try to put you at center back, but you're a striker.
And that's when they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to change. It's gonna be the 20th Cup by that time, so that they figure out how the star is gonna look above the crest at that point.
Oh my God, it's Mighty Dusty in this room.
All right,
I got a small one in the corner here.
All right, I think it's time we move on to lightning round questions. What do you think, Ben?
He's not sure yet.
Oh. Let's do that one more time, Ben. How about? There you
go. Still no PPs? Come on.
I think that's the best we're gonna get. That's the best we're gonna get.
You guys can't hear it?
We'll take it. Nah, not really.
It's fine.
It's coming over. Yeah. All right. So we got lightning round questions on both the tweet machine and on Instagram. So let's start with Instagram first. Your top 3 players of all time for the G's minus Landon, Cienfuegos, and Jones. That should be easy, especially for you two. Didn't we talk about this last week?
Cienfuegos is not in my top 3. I don't think is that controversial? Is it?
Some hate. Top 3 that are not what players again? I'm sorry.
Keno?
It's not.
Was it Keane, right?
No, it's Landon, Cienfuegos, and Jones.
Keane's got to be in there for sure. Gordon and AJ.
Tucker.
Wow. Yeah, not Landon, Cienfuegos, or Jones. Robbie Keane. I don't know. I'm on a weird Robin Fraser kick right now. I know that's not a right answer, and it shouldn't go in. But I'm on a weird Robin Fraser point. So I'll out of that, from removing from that list, Robbie Keane, Todd Donovan, and Kevin.
Dunny's a good shout.
Yeah, Dunny's a good shout.
You want to know? I've reached. Can I take? Oh, sorry, Ben. Do your 3. I'll tell you after.
I know. My 3 would have. I love. Have to go AJ. I think I'd have to go Junie. And you know what? I like Sean Franklin, man. I'm a big Sean Franklin guy when he was here. He's a good guy.
I mean, Sean, at least of your list, one of those guys is the best person we've ever had at a position. I love AJ a lot, but never the best defender.
Yeah, no.
Never the best.
Was the question your favorite or?
Yeah, favorite.
Yeah, so the best.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think if someone's really, really good, if I said Tommy Meyer and I liked him a whole lot, that would still be a weird answer. You know what I mean? It's still a strange answer.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, AJ, Junie, those. I mean, I don't know that dynasty.
I think of Junie as an above average midfielder, a very above average, but not he never quite broke into that category for me.
Oh, Don Fredo brings up a good point. What about Mike McGee?
Oh yeah,
Mike McGee's in there. Yeah,
yeah.
Amazing.
See, when you just talk favorites, man, it's hard to pick.
Well,
there's so many, man.
He's the only person on the top goal scoring charts who also has a goals against average. It's insane. I'm doing I have a new catalog that I'm working on. I don't want to get into it too much until I'm done, but I got a new catalog that I'm doing, and Mike McGee is the only person that appears in 2 different categories because he has to, because he has goalkeeper stats. He has goalkeeper stats you can look up, and he has his his bevy of attacking midfield and winger and forward stats you can look, and that one time he played center midfield stats that you can look up. But he's the only one of the legendary kind of attacker players for the attack-minded players for the Galaxy who has very important defensive stats that if you're cataloging, you would want to kind of keep hold of.
All right, Benjamin. Next question.
Is Florida the new Shelvick?
Shelvick was the new Florida. Like Florida has
Yeah,
always been Florida. Florida will always be Florida. There's nothing you can
yeah,
do about that.
I agree with that. Shelvick was the new Florida. I agree with that.
Yeah, Fredo wants to know: does Bruce Arena even know that the league is in quarantine?
Bruce Arena knows everything. If you know that the league is in quarantine, you bet your ass Bruce Arena knows the league is in quarantine.
If anything, the government should ask Bruce what are like some ways to get out of the quarantine, because he would know inside and out.
He's got
And
that
like,
type defense. Bruce is
yeah,
like play conservative. Keep everybody. Bruce would tell him to keep everybody at home. That's the conservative play.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Bruce is quarantined, right?
Yeah.
He quarantines for 80 minutes, and then he's like, you know what? Maybe we'll let someone out at then.
First, you got to take care of testing, and then once you get testing down, lock it down. Then you get your shelter in place, and once you get that one shelter in place, lock it down. And
Lock it down.
Enough.
Yeah.
Once you quarantine New York City, you lock it down. That's it. Like you just need just enough, and then you stop, and you'll be fine. He's right.
I like Fredo. Fredo on the YouTube chat says the season doesn't start till August, anyways.
That's true. So there's plenty of time.
Yep.
Nice. Hey, if you could add anything to the stadium to make it better, what would you add? This is from.
I would open like a tiki bar that is ran and operated by Eduardo Hurtado.
Wow. Okay.
But how much money would you spend at that place every week?
A lot.
You can go there and Eduardo Hurtado can make you like a martini. You're telling me you don't go there every single week and spend money?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm saying it's easy. It's right there. You guys can have that idea for free.
What would I add to the stadium?
I came up with that answer really quickly.
You did. I feel like you thought about that before.
I've had a few dreams. I've had a couple dreams.
I don't know. What would I add? I'd add like halftime wrestling in the quad or something like that. Lucha Libre, like
man on man.
Like Cosmo goes out and like challenges someone in the audience to like Lucha Libre.
Jesus, Lucha Libre. You're signing him up for a lot.
Oh, Cosmo's doing some hurricanranas and like some Spanish flies off the top rope.
They're called Frankensteiners. Scott Steiner will come after you if you call it a different name.
That's Steiner math, dude. All right, Ben. Next one.
Uncle Dishwasher wants to know if the transfer window stays intact and the purchase option of Pavone this summer is 12 to 15 million. Do you do it? And do you think the Galaxy do it?
I find it hard for the Galaxy to shell out like 15 million for a season that isn't going to happen. I don't know, man. It's difficult. I would pay for it because Pavone is easily like the best player in the league.
Well, I imagine if you're paying any transfer fee for Pavone, like it's an investment. You're buying him with the understanding that, hey, I want to recoup 100% of his transfer fee when we sell him on, or 50%, whatever the negotiation with Boca is. The only way I see the Galaxy not doing that is assuming they're not getting enough of a transfer fee back to make it worth their while, or they've got somebody else locked in to replace him in that spot. Because I don't realistically, I don't know who else you get that's going to be that good that makes it worthwhile to like get rid of this talent who works. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I assumed that they would launch it. I know there was a lot of talk a couple weeks ago about them not pulling the trigger on it, and that seems strange to me. But I imagine it gets done. He works in a way that no one besides Lawton has worked. Like you kind of have to make it, or Landon back when he first came in. I don't know how you justify passing him by after going through everything you went through to get him on loan with the purchase option. Like the purchase option being as important as it was, I assume it's important. But I'm thinking about big money dealings now that my beloved Newcastle United is getting.
Yeah, money's nothing to you right now, Chris.
Money ain't no object, son. We get that Arab money. So I don't know. I assume it gets done, and if it doesn't, I immediately become way more fascinated in where that DP spot is going, because there's no one on the team in a position where like, oh, okay, we'll just squeeze them into the designated player spot. So if you have an option to pull the trigger on a Pavone and use it as an investment, and you don't, I imagine there's got to be somebody waiting in the wings that you can't wait on. You can't wait until you can sell Pavone. We need to use this DP spot right now. And I don't know who that is unless it's that one person we all kind of assume it is.
What do you think, Ben?
I think, man, AEG's got the money. Spend the fucking money. Unless, like Tucker
Bro,
said,
we are in a global financial crisis. What are you talking about?
come on, dude. AEG's got the money. They got financial reserves.
But it's not AEG's got the money. It's the Galaxy have a budget that they have to work inside of, and occasionally they can make phone calls where AEG can be lent on to make these things work. If the Galaxy don't feel like they're going to get that return on Pavone, maybe it doesn't happen because that's still a major outlay for someone that you're not getting a return on. You know, signing Pavone permanently is about flipping him to Europe. If there's not a market to flip him to Europe, then you don't sign him permanently.
Yeah, I think it's two-part. I think it's not only flipping him to Europe, but I think it's developing him so you can flip him to Europe. And with that development comes hopefully victories for the Galaxy.
I would imagine, yeah. But like, it's to say like them purchasing him permanently is going to be down to whether they can sell him at a value, because it's not about signing a $15 million player that can come play for the Galaxy. It's not about Pavone playing for the Galaxy. It's about the next team he's playing for. Who's the next guy he's playing for? Where we're getting marketing because our guy is now playing at AC Milan or Fiorentina or Inter, or, Barcelona or Real or whoever. Like, probably not Real or Barcelona, probably like Everton. But it's more about like, how are we linked to him when he goes next? And if he's not going next, if he's ending up back in Argentina or he's staying here, then I don't think we're willing to spend 15 million on him.
Yeah, and I think that the Galaxy, that price is going to have to be renegotiated with this lost year. Especially for someone who's like Pavone, who's at that age right now where he needs to develop. It's time for him to shit or get off the pot at his age, because otherwise he's not going to get that big move to Europe.
Yeah, that's for me. That's what's been the most heartbreaking thing about this coronavirus, outside of obviously the scores of people being killed. But like, we're losing like from going passing through the filter of the show. Like, we're losing passing through the filter of soccer. We're losing precious time on Leo Messi's career. Like, he's still getting older, and you didn't quite know. Maybe that was the last time you got to see him play at that level, because it's going to be a year until you get to see him play again in person, if you ever get to see him play again in person. You know, these guys are all getting older. Ronaldo's getting older. These guys where they were, we got to enjoy this elongated period where they were at the height of their powers and outstanding. That's coming to an end on its own, and now we're just losing time where we don't get to see them play, and we may not. Copa America is getting pushed back, the Euro is getting pushed back, like all these. It's a shame, man. It sucks.
All right, we only got time for a couple more, so I'm going to run through these. First, I want to say Sid Patel, shame on you. Second, I want to say,
what do you say?
Hey, Sid Patel, shame on you.
Don't be afraid to ask the question, Ben.
How many people have you popped their soccer cherry to by taking them to their first game?
Ooh. So
I mean,
in the first couple years, like back in like 06, 07, I would try to bring someone like maybe every other game, but that's when we were bad. So I thought me bringing people, they were bad juju, so I'd never bring them back again.
So it's it's much like real life, where Ed pops a cherry and just disappoints the hell out of somebody.
That's it.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like too embarrassed to call him back.
Yeah, exactly.
I brought a couple people. The one that stands out to me the most is I want to say it's 2010. I brought my brother to a game, and he's always kind of struggled to understand the whole Lars thing and the Galaxy thing, and typical American. My brother doesn't like sports at all. He doesn't like any of the sports. And like, so even inside of that, he still understands, the NFL, hockey, baseball, basketball. He understands the major sports. Trying to get him to understand, like, in 2010, my level of fandom for this, fifth level sport in the country was always kind of strange. But I got him to come out to a game, and I have a picture of me and him down in front of Lars, because we had the tags back then. So I just gave him a tag and was like, "Oh, come on, you're gonna come down here. We'll take a picture." And so I have a photo of me and my brother at a Galaxy game, and he's wearing the like I think he's wearing the 2010 World Cup blue jersey with the sash in the middle. And I'm wearing my 05 away. And it's a great photo. I got to try to find it, dredge it up. And then naturally I have like ex-girlfriends that I brought, and you know, we're not going to talk about because they're terrible. But I brought some ex-girlfriends to games.
Yeah, I mean it's countless how many people I brought to games for the first time, and especially sitting with supporters groups. Like it's such a different like.
It's a gamble.
No, I don't even think so. I don't even think so. I think it's the perfect place to bring someone who's not really familiar with the sport, or has always been like, oh, you know, soccer is always something that little kids play it, or it's a European thing, or it's a Hispanic thing, or whatever.
Supporters groups.
But when you bring someone to
try to drink that poor girl to death.
That's what you have to give them a heads up, right? Like you have to be like, hey, this is how it is.
We need to eat before we get there.
Yes. But you know, I mean, I think the supporters group is like the best way to introduce somebody to like the team, because it's after that they'll never want to go sit anywhere else in the stadium.
That's fair. That seems fair.
Yeah.
We have another one, Ben?
Yeah, I got another one. Hey, who of us three could beat Kevin Hart one-on-one after watching the video?
All of us.
I think I tend to. Well, yeah, I tend to agree.
I'm pretty out of shape. I'm not gonna lie.
Still,
he's quick.
He's quick, but man, I mean, you saw him talk. Did you see the video?
No, I don't watch those things.
Yeah, I don't.
Bro, even the Galaxy players make fun of him because like he ran for like 2 seconds and was like already out of breath.
Well, that's how Chad Johnson was when he tried out with Sporting Kansas City in like 2012. He was like, yeah, man, I'm in the NFL. Like, I'm fit. I'm going to go out here and run with these guys. And he said, I think he made it like 20 something minutes and he was gassed. He was completely gassed. He's like, they don't stop running. Like, they never stop running.
Yeah, but I still say all of us. Even you haven't even seen the video. I still think you beat him.
Okay, I'll take that. I mean, I'm taller than him. So like, if the ball gets crossed in the air, like I'm Javier Hernandez, I got it.
Yeah, you're still like 3 feet taller than him.
All right, we're going to go 2 more. We're going to go 2 more. The first one is an ice cream taco a sandwich?
No.
If it gets me an ice cream taco, yes.
Tucker, that is the correct answer.
That is you know what? That is the right answer. Sorry. Yeah. You know what? We should test that out.
Where I get a choco taco.
I'm just going to go.
Sold.
Yeah, we should. Whoever sent that question needs to send Chris and I a ice cream taco.
Hey. I'm here too.
And Ben.
I thought you were on keto again.
Hey man, it's an ice cream taco.
Is that ice cream taco not keto?
Yeah, that's an ice cream taco's not keto. I've been doing this whole keto thing wrong.
Explains a lot.
All right, last question. Make it a good one.
This one's for you, Tuck. Which current or former player would you like to celebrate 420 with?
That's easy.
That's not easy yet.
That is easy.
Who do you think it should be?
Frankie Haydock.
Yeah, that's why it's easy.
I can see Frankie. Don't get me wrong. I can see Frankie. Robin Fraser, who again I want to kick for.
Oh my God.
Robin Fraser and Donovan Ricketts, both from Jamaica. Kingston and Montego Bay. Like, come on.
I still think Frankie Haydock smoked more weed than those guys did.
What about Tyrone Marshall? Wasn't Tyrone Marshall Jamaican as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It would, look, Frankie is the guy where like Frankie's the LA version of it that I need. You know what I mean? Like I want to live in an apartment complex with Donovan Ricketts and Robin Fraser. But if you're asking me specifically about the high holiday, like that's a Frankie Haydock day. I feel
like you guys would smoke a bowl, go longboarding on the beach,
smoke another bowl,
go get some go get some vegan tacos,
smoke another bowl.
Thanks. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. No, Ben, no bowls. You have a bowl initially. You bring pre-rolls with you, and then that's how you maintain.
You know, Frankie's saying the same thing as he's listening to this. He's like, "Yeah, Tucker's got it."
Because I don't think Frankie Haydock is like a new tech guy. I think he's like into like his pre-rolls and like maybe
he's not carrying a pen. Frankie's not carrying a pen.
No, he's not carrying a pen. But I feel like he's like just getting into edibles though.
I don't know, man. I think Frankie made some brownies back in his day, dude.
Frankie's all flowers.
You don't think he made some brownies back in the day for himself?
Oh, he definitely has. Yeah. Oh, I mean, like I think he's done every style that there is. But I think if you like heart of hearts and you're like, Frankie, what do you prefer? He's like, you got flowers, man.
What's the crack pipe? What's the crack pipe looking one?
What?
It's the one they smoke weed. They have like that one.
And that's crack.
Nah.
No, it looks like a crack pipe.
It feels like it. It'll level you. Speaking of which, listener C, I want to thank you in advance. It should be
a crack pipes.
No, he sent me a lovely shipment of a wedding crasher and I think super glue. And I haven't received it yet, but I appreciate it when it gets here. So go ahead and re-listen to this on Thursday after I've received it and enjoy my thank you again.
Yeah, listener C, I am now quarantined at home too. If you wanna send some
Ed, come break quarantine and come hang out.
Some little edibles from my way.
Come break quarantine and come hang out with me. I'll take care of you.
I'm like, hey baby, we're gonna go do some podcasting stuff.
We're gonna talk off air. I want one Patreon episode. I want one Patreon episode.
There you go. We'll make that happen.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so we do have other questions, which I do have saved for other shows, but just due to time, we're already like 10 minutes over on this one.
And then we have them saved, so they'll be here. We'll have plenty of time to answer those questions. Yeah.
I feel like we didn't hit Patreon at all today.
Now, what do we got coming up on Patreon, Ed?
We're talking a lot of stuff. We have many lists that we're gonna do. Today, I think we're gonna be doing some stuff like, hey, who's your top 3 overrated and top 3 underrated players? So if you want to check that out, you can go to patreon.com/Riot Squadcast. Help us out in this time. You get a bunch of extra episodes that we have up there as well too.
Do you know when it would be releasing?
We'll record it. I think me and Chris are gonna record it tomorrow. And then we'll have it up. So tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll have it up by Friday. I like doing Friday, but that was when people were working. So maybe we'll still do a Friday treat.
Do you guys want to do the video? You gonna put a video up of it, Ed?
Probably not. I don't know. I have Skype. We can record, but it's usually just.
Well, dude, I'll hook you up with this. You guys,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we can probably talk about it later.
Yeah, we can talk about it after. But yeah, we'll do a video. I mean, at least it's a Patreon people. They deserve a video. They deserve to see your face because they miss your face, Ed.
Yeah, well, my camera sucks on my MacBook, so. So, anyways.
Dude, what do you think he's listening to, Ed? What do you think he's listening
to? Whitney Houston.
Nah.
No, he's listening to Brandy.
Nah. Ooh, I almost did listen to some Brandy.
He was listening to Whitney Houston and Shakira, so I don't know which one it is now.
I'm listening to Peaches and Cream by 112.
Wow, that's a good shout.
Yes. All right,
Benjamin. Do you want to hit that outro music? Ooh, that's loud. Thank you. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just search Riot Squadcast. If you guys want to watch us on YouTube, we're on youtube.com/Riot Squadcast.
Like and share.
Live, like and share. Chris, you can find Chris on Instagram and Twitter at ZeroCool138. You can find Benjamin on Twitter at DTRadioBen. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at EdTheZombie13. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. If you guys want to help us and support us, go to patreon.com/Riot Squadcast. $5 a month. We are going to be doing more episodes on there. A lot of things that we don't get to talk to here, we'll talk to over there. We're doing a lot of our best stubs. We're going to be doing a lot of like our, all-time best 11. I think we're going to get over there or sometime. Check it out. There's a lot of back-ordered episodes as well too. So if you want to check it out, I think there's like 15 episodes there now. So a lot of content on there, extra content, especially this time where you have a lot of extra time on your hands. So if you want to check that out, check it out. Anything else, boys, before we head out of here?
Yeah, the ladies at the Galaxy Twitterverse released a chopped up TikTok-y style video. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure it's a thing and it has a name, some sort of meme. They released a video. It looks very awesome. I retweeted it. You should take a look for it. There's one for the guys that's coming out very, very, very soon. I don't know when. I put in my footage. I know a lot of other guys in the Galaxy Twitterverse put in their footage. Do keep an eye out for it. It should be out sometime soon.
All right. Benjamin, anything before we head out?
No, I think we're good, man.
All right. On that note, guys, be safe. Thank you to all of our essential workers, people in the retail industry, all the people that are working in the stores right now, the nurses, everyone who's looking out for us. Benjamin, who's still out there delivering.
And technically, yeah.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are keeping us going, and hopefully no one's giving you too much crap out there. And we love you guys. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Get your exercise in. Do your things. We love you. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Well, bye.
Fuck you, Brian. Suck a dick, bitch.